All right. Today is the day for the Steam Deck.
Today?
Woo!
Today.
Should Rory and I go to Washington again now?
Go again and get more Steam Decks. It's the only way that we're going to get one anytime soon.
Oh, shit.
Because Bacalar had the Steam Deck and then he had to go. So, I guess the Steam Deck's probably just still sitting on his desk or something, right? Like, I don't. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You stole a Steam Deck?
I flew to New Jersey last night. I partook in hockey. I ate a Philly cheesesteak. And then I flew back to the Bay Area and I pilfered Jeff Bacalar's Steam Deck. And then here it is, everybody. Look at this. Look at this big boy. It's like
That thing,
Wow.
especially set against your keyboard, it looks fucking big.
yeah, I have some stuff for comparison. We showed this off in the video that Rory and I made when we visited Valve, but this is heavy. Like, I'm holding with one hand right now, and my wrist kind of hurts. But for points of comparison, here's a Game Boy Advance. And
Wow.
it's like the screen is still bigger. Here is an Apple AirPods 3 case compared to the unit. Still gigantic. Here is a PS Vita compared
I remember
to
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, like, it's still so much bigger. I think the biggest handheld I have besides a Switch is this Game Gear. Almost as big. Almost as
Wow.
big.
Yeah, if you had a Lynx, I think an Atari Lynx would be just about as long. The Lynx One.
And just because, we have to, here's a Nintendo Switch in comparison. Yeah, still gigantic.
It's beefy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the thickness like on this
Well,
this
we
bad
could
boy?
just,
Like,
show
tell me
y'all.
about the girth.
Like,
Yeah.
it's still pretty slim. Sorry, I don't have an extra light to you can tell, but the curvature of the controller parts, the ends, is like pretty pronounced. Like, there's a lot of it goes up a lot. The peaks and valleys here. It's still pretty thin as well. Here's the fan here. This fan goes off constantly, so I think that is something folks will have to get adjusted to, because I was playing something as low intensive as like Super Auto Pets on this thing, and the fans were like spinning up every now and then. I don't know if that's like because it was trying to do some behind the scenes stuff going on, like because I was also trying to install a bunch of stuff, so maybe
that might
We
be-
that
didn't really
factored in.
notice that too much when we were playing up at Valve, but then it was like a big room with a lot of people talking.
Yeah.
Like noisy places like an airport. If you whip this out, you probably won't hear too much, but if, in a quiet room, I can definitely see it. I mean, it is a little computer, so
Yeah, like
Probably
right now,
assuming that you're going to use headphones also to maybe.
yeah.
like right now, I can kind of feel the fan or gently blowing
Blowly?
against blowly. It's really early for me.
Blowly
Yo.
is the name of my new startup. We're valuation's over $1 billion, so we're pretty excited about it.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah.
But I feel it gently blowing against my face right now. There's a headphone jack, the volume buttons, the power button, and then the only thing on the bottom here is just the SD card port. Sadly, no kickstand. No.
Damn it.
Man.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's kind of wild because you can pair like a Bluetooth controller to this, several, and other Bluetooth devices. And I feel like it'd be neat to just kind of like put up onto a rooftop party and just like play with your PS5 controller that you carry with you everywhere.
Yeah.
On the ledge on the side of the roof. Yeah.
Yeah. They do sell a dock, and I
But they're
think
going to. I don't. They're not selling it quite yet. But also, well, I should check because obviously the ordering just opened up. But there is a Steam page for Steam Deck Dock. But then when you
Steam Deck dock.
when you load up the Steam Deck Dock page, it just says it just directs you to the main Steam Deck page and says like, yeah, we'll have something later. If you've got a powered USB-C dock, maybe just use that. Late spring 2022 for the dock.
Late spring.
Yeah, when we were up at Valve, they were talking accessories already, but they just had like a 3D printed dock that they had kind of like custom made for themselves to in the meantime. So I think they've been focused really hard on getting the hardware out, and the accessories will probably come later.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how the sticks felt when Rory and I checked it out, but I kind of don't like these analog sticks. Like, there's not a lot of resistance to them. They feel too loose.
Oh, that's one of my least favorite analog stick issues is too loose.
Like, well, I guess compared to like a Joy-Con, it's actually, there's more resistance with a Joy-Con, at least. And then to, like a PS5 controller. Okay,
you might also have to consider that there's some amount of wear on those other examples you're bringing in.
Fair enough, right. It feels okay with like the face buttons being on the side of the sticks here. I haven't found too much use just yet for like the little touchpads down here. But this feels fine having the sticks here and then L1, R1, and then the bumpers here. They also have these 4 paddle buttons down here as well.
You get your L3 and L4, your R3 and R4.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask about
R4
those.
compatibility built directly into the Steam Deck. Wow.
Not since the Nintendo DS. And these 2 other like interface buttons here, this one that'll bring up your brightness and audio stuff, and the Steam button here that'll kind of bring you home, bring you to the library. They don't feel good because like they're like really
they're flush.
They're just about flush, and the buttons just suck. They don't feel good. But here like the pause button equivalent, and then whatever this button is supposed to do, these feel fine, just a little flimsy. But the face buttons, they feel okay enough.
Cool.
Yeah, but you want to check out some video games?
Yeah, I think today's the day for Elden Ring, so we should probably just start there. I want to see what this. I mean, this is a game that I feel like I've got some light performance issues with it. I guess like a lot of people are having trouble on the PC. Period.
Like it didn't even detect my controller at all last night when I tried to launch up.
That's strange. The problem I've been having is like it runs. I have it turned all the way up. It runs great, and then just occasionally it'll just like start to stutter for about a second and a half, and just and then it'll pick up and be fine. And it does. I've been
having that issue a lot on Dying Light 2 as well, like that weird stutter issue. Somebody was saying it might be due to NVMe SSDs for some reason, but I didn't have a chance to look too far into it. But it's weird. It's really frustrating because everything else is smooth as silk, and then all of a sudden you hit this weird like brr.
Yeah, that is strange. But that's I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about performance on all the versions of Elden Ring so far. I haven't seen it on a console. So you got a cloud conflict there. That's looked like it was pretty much the standard Steam thing.
Yeah, when like a couple updates ago, none of my cloud saves were syncing, but since I've applied said update, whoa, this text is really teensy.
Ooh.
It probably doesn't play well in camera, but even just looking at it in person, it's really small.
I feel like like that text is just about readable for, well, maybe not, but
like you can kind of tell like with the tool tips here.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody asked something that I wanted to ask earlier. Can you hook this up to a monitor or anything?
Yes. The dock or any powered USB-C dock that has a video out on it. It sounds like you'll be able to go out to monitor that way. So you don't have to wait for their official dock to do it.
Okay.
I might have to dip into the video settings here to change some stuff. This might be combined with the existing issues that Elden Ring is having.
How would you say it's running there? Like looking at it here, like this looks totally acceptable.
It just feels a little stuttery.
Okay. I don't know that that's necessarily coming across in the video or not.
Yeah. All right, let's just like.
Hey, sorry, I have a dog emergency. I'm gonna take off for a second.
All right.
If it looks too blown out, it may just be because I have the. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
There.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, let's just keep running through. Let's see when something big starts attacking us.
It almost seems like that games would benefit from having a configuration that's just like, if you've got a Steam Deck, here's how you should set the game.
Yeah.
Almost like a console game at that point. Just like reduce the number of options you have available, or just like the same way like the NVIDIA GeForce experience will just like recommend a setting for you. Like I wonder if this should
we can
have
let's
some kind of
pop
just
into
like,
that.
hey, you should set it to medium. You should set it to this and this and this.
Would that be on the game side or on the console side?
I think it'd be on the game side because the Steam Decks are all uniform. There's really only the 3 configurations, and the differences between them aren't necessarily like performative differences. It's really just like hard drive speed.
Okay, so we currently have it on high, and it's kind of chugging a bit. Let's bump it down to medium.
Well, does it have an auto setting? I wonder what it picks.
It automatically defaulted to high, but I don't know if that's because that's what I was rocking.
Yeah, it might be what you had to set on your desktop.
On at home, yeah. So it's on medium now. Yeah, it doesn't look. It looks okay still, but it feels a little bit better than it did.
Okay.
It's hard to tell from here, but how's the audio quality coming from them speakers?
Yeah, I wish I could have gone in like an aux cable out of here, but it sounds decent enough. Like it doesn't sound super tinny like some phone speakers will, or like the Switch speaker will occasionally. Oh, hey, these dudes are just fighting. What's up, y'all? Okay, bye.
Oh yeah, if you just stand here, you can get like 2,000 runes or something, just letting them murder each other.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Not the horse, please. Not the horse.
Someone in chat. So yeah, so with this, we had slightly more grandiose plans for this, and then some stuff came up, and plans had to change, and Mr. Bacalar can't be here, so I think we are all coming into this a little bit late, in terms of messing around with it and all this other stuff. So someone in chat is saying that the default deck configuration is high, so maybe games will take some advice from the Steam Deck stuff. Maybe they will configure it, but I wonder in cases where you've run it on multiple platforms, if it will pull the settings you have on your desktop or something like that.
Yeah, this feels better now that I've bumped it down to medium.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this guy's.
Yeah, he'll just stomp all these guys, and you can just stand there and benefit.
Let's bump that down so everything doesn't look super blown out.
Sorry, everybody. This little guy has panic attacks sometimes. And he does not calm down. He just shakes and shivers, so I'm going to hold him for a little bit. Apologize for running out. I might need to get him over to his mom for a bit. Sorry about that.
Did he want to check out the Steam Deck too? Is that why?
He might. I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to see it, Patas? I don't know. This dog has always been high strung, but sometimes he'll just like stop functioning and won't move, and you have to take care of him. We gave him some CBD, so hopefully he'll be okay.
Yeah, this feels a lot better now that I've bumped it down to medium. Versus
It
when
looks
it was
a lot
on
better
high.
since you turn the brightness down. Like way less blown out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No one likes my horse, I've learned.
No, they just want to throw shit at your horse.
Yeah, this feels much better. Yeah. I don't know if this would be my preferred way to play it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You think we can make this?
Sure.
All right, horse.
Oh,
we did it!
oh.
Yeah.
Felt good.
I wish you could pull like a Yoshi and just like bail off the horse, but get some forward momentum and just like get like a third jump.
You know what? Maybe. Right. Okay. Oh. No. Okay. Let's see if we can actually do that. So let's double jump. No.
No, I don't think you
No.
can dismount in the air, can you?
Hey, baby?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, let's fast travel to one of the earlier areas. No, let's go here.
Load times seem okay.
Yeah, like that wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, I assume this is something else we don't know, but is this the 512 gig model? It sounds like you installed a bunch of games on it. So
there's some slowdown.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
There you go. Now you're gaming.
Yeah, that's.
I guess
chunky.
the other thing worth saying is like people won't get their Steam Decks for another 2 or 3 days, and at that rate, there probably will have been 8 or 9 firmware updates for this thing.
Yeah. It should be said that this thing has constantly been updating.
Yeah, like they're definitely. I mean, I'm not. Coming in hot can sound like a negative thing, but like they are working to verify as many games as they can, like in the last couple of weeks, and there have been a ton of updates. Like I'm looking at some of the update notes they've been sending to Bacalar, and it's like, hey, we put Chrome on it. I don't know. We just thought it would be cool to watch videos, and like that was like 2 days ago.
in here, buddy?
So there's just been
Constant updates.
They're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm going to pull up my emails and just kind of look at some of this stuff here. The Thursday update. If you're lucky enough to have been trying out Elden Ring, we wanted to let you know it just recently received a verified rating based on an internal test version of Proton that fixes online functionality. That update will be available later today. I just wanted to give you a heads up ahead of time. So I was like, yesterday, they're like, all right, we got Elden Ring working for reals, which I think it actually did sort of work before then, but maybe just the online didn't or something. But
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because there's all the anti-cheat stuff. Like that game has easy anti-cheat, so there's that's going to be a thing.
I forget if Bacalar had tried out Elden Ring prior to that last patch that they had applied.
I had spoken to some people that had played some Elden Ring on a Steam Deck before this Thursday update, so it did at least run. That's kind of the thing is like, if you can, because everyone just scrapes the Steam back end, there are lists for games that are playable and games that are verified and games that are unsupported. Valve actually put up a website that you can log in and look at your personal library, and it'll tell you which games fall into which category. The unsupported category right now is mostly VR games.
Yeah,
which, like, of course, and some others. Actually, I can pull it up right now. And just
dear. Well, you got the Lance.
I got the Lance.
I really want to play this, but man, I am in the middle of like 8 different games right now.
Yeah,
and like I said, I launched this last night on not a Steam Deck, on actual PC, and it just did not recognize my controller. The weird thing was that the UI had the controller prompts on it, but it only responded to mouse and keyboard. So I think I'll just wait for a patch or two to dig in.
I would really like to find a bonfire right now because I have so much shit. Oh, that guy's mad. Oh, I could just fast travel back.
Yeah,
I forget.
Persona 4 Golden is still on the unsupported list. Quake 3 Arena. Ugh. Throw that thing in the garbage. I can't run Quake 3. Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Bright Memory Infinite, or just a Duck Game. It's a handful of the games that just kind of stick out. Stick out so far. And I guess, like, that's the... Like, my understanding is that Halo Infinite does not run on this. And I want to see what happens when you try.
Yeah, let's try doing that. Let me just level up real quick.
Ooh, those are tiny fonts. I forgot about this menu.
Yeah.
How's that?
Like looking at it in person, it is a little small for my taste, but it is readable still. I guess I'm trying to figure out like the actual distance I'd be holding this naturally, and I think it'd be like, let me just put up my cam real quick. I feel like I'd be holding it closer like this, which is a little bit further than how I'm holding it now. Like here is maybe like a foot away from my face, and then it looks fine.
Am I hearing the fan or the game?
Both. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. Let's just. That's the fan.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Like I'm getting my hair blow dried.
Yeah, like the Switch fan can get loud at times, but that. Okay.
All strength,
Raucous
baby.
little guy.
Yeah. Someone asked in the chat, does it play Doom? A great question. Doom 2 is on the verified list, but I don't see Doom 1.
Yeah, let's quit out of this. Maybe we
And that's
fire
like
up
old. That's old. That's original Doom 2. That's not Doom Eternal or anything like that.
I'm curious eventually to go into Super Auto Pets and see if the fan is similarly loud to Elden Ring.
Well, let's quickly dip into.
Yeah, you gotta
looks like Doom
cancel
Eternal
other
is not on
games
any
or
of the lists
something.
right now.
So this is where like the interface gets weird because this like before you launch each game, it'll show you like what buttons it'll be using.
Yeah.
And it's saying it'll be using this touchpad and the L2 R2 as your mouse buttons.
Yeah.
I haven't actually tried to use the touch screen for this game. I love that it's still playing the Elden Ring music while I'm launching Super Auto
Dramatic.
Pets.
Yeah. Elden Ring quits weird. It quits very, like even on PC, like you quit out of it and the music plays for another 20 seconds or something. So
It's still playing, I think. Yep, it's still playing.
yeah. I don't know that we're going to be able to do any kind of non-Steam stuff here. A lot of people asking about emulators and side loading and stuff like that. I don't know that we're necessarily equipped right here, right now, today to do a bunch of Linux stuff. That's definitely something I want to, like, that's like the number one thing I care about with this thing is like, how can we fucking subvert it and install a bunch of wild shit? But
Yeah, this
I
runs.
can't believe that the music was still going.
Yeah, I guess because I didn't
Had to
actually
cancel out.
close the game. Let's see.
Vivid
Flop.
Husbands.
Okay. Aren't we all? Yeah, this is Super Auto Pets.
well, I guess like that's so you know it's using the L2 and R2 as your left mouse, right mouse. Is that kind of the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How does that? Does it
feels
work with the touch
weird.
screen? Can you move that cursor with this? Just,
Oh yeah,
okay.
you can.
Yeah.
So that's neat. So let's. But this feels like the type of touch support that the mobile Steam app will do, where it's just like it's not actually a touch screen. It's just you're just moving a mouse cursor.
Yeah, yeah. And that's literally what it is, right? I mean, they'd have to.
Yeah, so that doesn't feel too great. So I'm wondering how it'll behave with some like point and click games. But this touchpad feels fine.
Good luck, Vivid Husbands.
We got this.
I mean, I guess this coming out on iOS kind of.
Yeah, they wanted to get out of the way for the Steam Deck. Makes sense.
Right. Like, hey, here's a version that's really built for a touchscreen.
So, how's the fan doing now that you're playing Super Auto Pets and not Elden Ring?
It wasn't as loud, so I'm gonna attribute it being loud previously to that I was trying to download so many other things in the background.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What do you want to see next?
Do you have Halo installed?
Halo Infinite. Yes.
Ooh, Half-Life too.
Let's see what happens.
All right.
This is a game that isn't on the list. I like saw someone about a week and a half ago talk about trying to load it, and it just was a black screen. So that it might just literally be that, but like,
Oh.
Oh.
Yep. It went back to the launcher.
yeah, okay, try it, hit it again. Let's
Yeah.
hit it.
Might have been
Just
shy.
Keep, yeah, exactly. It's just like it had to think about it.
Okay, Steam, you want to do it? You want to do it? No.
It feels like this should be more graceful. And not just do that, because I feel like a lot of people are going to get it and go like, why doesn't it go?
Right.
Yeah, there needs to be a pop-up saying why it's not happening or something.
Yeah, and that's they do have a category for like Steam Deck unsupported, like I said, but a lot of games aren't there. You know, like the software library and flagging stuff, like that's the stuff seems like very
Yeah. So you can
behind.
apply these filters to your
Oh,
library.
there you go. Okay.
The verified and playable, and untested, and then just everything all together. And then when you hover over certain games in your library, it'll have. Oops, I didn't want. It'll have those little buttons as to whether or not it is supported and playable, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then these in your library, the different tabs here, it does have a great on deck little tab, in addition to other stuff. Yeah, that other button, Jeff, I'm not should be here.
They sent an update saying that there was supposed to be a to install the browser. It was right trigger all the way over to the right, and that there was something marked non-Steam, but don't see it.
Yeah,
don't see it.
Don't see it.
Huh. All right.
Let's what about we check out some Noida, huh?
Yeah. Let's see a little Noida.
Okay.
Try the workshop here too. I'm curious about the app availability because I only play Noida with huge amounts of regeneration.
Noida Fun Edition.
Yeah, I went back and looked at your last stream of Noida, Jeff, and you played for a bit, and you said you had the same regen mod that I did, but I just turned mine up to like 100%. Like if I'm not killed, and the thing is, I still die all the time.
Oh yeah,
Lava kills you immediately. Electricity and water kills you immediately. There's a lot of stuff that'll just bring you down to 0 health without any kind of regen. But basically, if I take a damage and wait like 2 seconds, I go straight to full health, which is way more fun than the base game to me. I'm not sure. Yeah, so install mods using workshop. I'm curious what it pops up here. Yeah, it just goes straight to the workshop. It doesn't look like it's really formatted well for the screen, but
famine.
Oh, that's the opposite of what I want. That's not at all. Make that game harder. No, thank you.
Okay,
you don't have to install anything if you don't want to. I was just kind of curious to see what.
I want to see this duck with a knife.
There you go. As don't we all?
Ooh.
Subscribe.
That's all you gotta do. Yeah, and then go back to the game. It should be in the workshop or mods menu. We'll see. Maybe after. I'm not sure.
You might have to restart the game in some cases.
Duck with knife. No, it's there.
Yeah, let's pop.
I don't know what that does, but
my understanding is that there's a duck armed with some kind of weapon. I don't know.
I'm really curious about this. I've been playing this with mouse and keyboard, and it does feel. I don't know if there's actually controller support in it. By default,
I want to say they added it recently, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
I'm crazy, but I thought that they had been working on that.
The one thing I wish this game there's like a rune thing that you can pick up that adds like a laser pointer to your spells, which makes aiming at stuff so much easier than the default. Could probably use that by default, but it's really fun. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've never beaten it. I've gotten to the end boss with all my cheats and everything, and then I promptly fell into the lava and died.
Right.
That sucks.
This seems like another game that, like, you know, the UI and just like the size of this game might be weird on this small screen. That's
UI is one of those frustrating parts of Noida, like trying to figure out the wand system and the spell system, everything else like that. It's not super intuitive at all. I wouldn't start this game on a Steam Deck myself.
Yeah. Eldritch omelets.
It's coming to a Denny's menu somewhere near you. I feel like I may wind up playing a bunch of visual novel games on this, just because I can play it like in bed or sitting down somewhere.
I hear you. Yeah, play your visual novels in bed. Take a load off.
Okay, just... Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's had controller support for a while, but yeah, mouse.
Okay, I could be wrong. I never tried it.
Seemed like the.
Yeah, I mean, flipping.
It just feels like you want that fidelity with the aiming, but I don't know.
It's like playing Terraria on. People swore about Terraria on Vita, and every time I tried it, it was like, this is unplayable. I can't play it like this. I need mouse and keyboard. You're not building very much in Noida, but the same kind of aiming stuff is very, very difficult to do with a controller to me.
Yeah. Something I want to try that is probably beyond the scope of our video here, but when I do get a Steam Deck, sometime in Q2, according to my place in line, I want to run Gary's mod on it, and I want to fill the screen full of shit and have it all blow up bad. And
is Teardown on this?
Yes.
People are also talking about RDR2, which I would be curious to see because that's a famously graphically intensive game. Not a very well. I won't yuck anybody's yum, but That'd be an interesting
No,
one.
it's
to see on
okay.
this
You can
week.
say. You can
Okay.
say.
Never was a huge fan of
It was a
RDR2.
shitty game. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on
Yeah,
that.
that'd be a tough one to down. I'm not. Oh, you got gas on top of water there. If you can find a flame, you can set the whole thing. I love setting things on fire, and it's so much fun just watching everything burn down. There you go. The bomb did it.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
No, it did it.
Yeah.
Yay.
It blows up so good. Everything blows up.
Yeah,
so
this looks good. Everything's
good.
just a little teensy still.
Very teensy.
I wonder if I can just maybe bump up the UI on my own here. Would that be in graphics, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a game by game thing. Like some will have UI size options, you know, whether that's like they think of it as an accessibility feature or whatever. But
oh god, this is so teensy. Do you think like that having to pop into settings on a game by game basis? Do you think that's going to hurt like the casual audience picking this up, or do you think most people picking this up know?
This seems like a device for people that are already Steam users by and large, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Brightness.
I forget what the price point is for the Steam Deck.
So they've got three different models. There's the low end model is a 64 gig, and it's a slower memory. It's eMMC, and that's $400. They have a mid range that's $529 for that. That's a 256 gig NVMe. And then the high end is a $649, and that's a 512 gig NVMe, and that also is premium anti-glare etched glass.
Whoa.
And an exclusive virtual keyboard theme.
Yeah, I don't know like what casual demographic would. I mean, the thing is like I don't know if this is like. Do you consider this to be handheld pricing or console pricing?
Well, how much is like
kind of like a hybrid
yeah
situation, and I don't know
how much is
expecting
like
to pay what.
a basic iPad now going for? Because I feel like this could almost suit that same market.
I feel like a mid. This is in the price range of like a mid-range iPad. Like the iPad Pros go up to $1,000 or something, but the iPad Airs get down lower than 400. So probably like a mid-range iPad type of price. I think like probably the first audience, especially because of the way they did pre-orders, is people that already have PCs and already have Steam libraries and all this other stuff. But as it gets more available, you'll probably start reaching people that are just like, hey, I really like my Switch, but I wish I could play more games on it. And this is that in a lot of ways, and so, developers will probably learn things too in terms of how if the Steam Deck takes off, then developers will probably cater to it a little bit more and be like, hey, if you're on a Steam Deck, we're going to take away some of these video options for you or hide them a little better so that the more casual is a shitty word, but the like people that don't play a ton of games on PC won't have to dick around with it. It'll be like a more suitable kind of console-like experience, and that's probably what that audience will want. But I could easily see someone seeing one of these and going like, "Oh, I already play a bunch of games on my Switch, but I heard so much about Elden Ring, or wait a minute, this plays Call of Duty, or which I don't. Maybe it does not currently. Maybe it plays some of the older ones, but
like if I had heard like, oh, I can play PC games on this, I think that would be a big seller, especially if like someone doesn't have a gaming laptop or like a PC already,
or doesn't want to like build a PC,
right?
Like,
and the way Steam does sales and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like there's. That's been kind of like the long-term argument about like, oh, you save money in the long run with a PC because the games can be so much cheaper, and Steam does this and that, and consoles have gotten better about sales, but
right. And then like when you open this up to like possibly putting other programs on this and being able to play like retro games and whatnot.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is a whole range of people that will break their Steam Deck.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing I wonder is like, what's the recovery look like when you quit out to the desktop or quit out to, get a terminal window up and really just start like, oh, I saw online if I type in this and then rm-rf and then, like people that are just like wiping their Steam Deck because they heard that here's how to get free games on your Steam Deck.
Oh my gosh, there's gonna be
And
so
they just
much.
type, and people wipe their whole fucking drive because because it's Linux and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
So it's odd that it doesn't just straight up.
I was gonna say, did that leave Noida running? Oh
yeah.
wow.
No, Noida's still running. Okay.
I guess that's an interesting option, but I don't know that I would.
I don't know if I would
trust.
want that.
That's weird.
I fired up super hot.
God, I love Super Hot.
It's such a good game.
It's so good. What an innovative shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried playing docked yet, Chan? Any performance differences? I'll say that
Currently
Okay, go
playing power.
okay.
We'll just rip it out.
I didn't see a huge amount of difference when it was docked first. I think they said it wasn't a performance kind of thing. It was just, restoring
broke
the
it.
battery and
I think
you
you
could
broke
run
it.
the screen brighter. I think when we were up there, they said there wasn't going to be any kind of huge performance difference
Wait.
between docked and
Okay.
undocked.
I don't know. It's there it goes. Huh?
It scared me.
You yanked the cable out, and it was just like, nope, you're fine.
Yeah, I wonder if that was like just simply a timing with the load screen situation,
Right.
or
Shit.
if it actually had to do with
Performance.
taking the power cord out.
Happy Drama says, so in theory, you could run emulation apps on the Steam Deck. Sorry if this has been asked before. Yeah, they've been very clear that you can run pretty much anything that'll run on the hardware. That you might have to sideload, and I don't know if it's all in the same operating system. I forget the technical details, but yeah, they've said it's very emulated.
It's running Arch Linux, and they do have some kind of facility in the Steam interface for kind of non-Steam apps. It's like stuff you've installed in other ways to kind of add it that way, which is, they have that for the desktop client as well, like a similar type deal.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're probably not going to get into any of that here today, but that is the main thing I want to do, because all that stuff, like, there's, by and large, there are going to be Linux native versions of those emulators available anyway, so you kind of are sidestepping the Proton layer or whatever else.
Forget how to play this game.
Grab his gun.
You're going through the tutorial, so you have to do specific stuff, I think, to.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Is RetroArch on Steam? Does it work? I have no
It
idea.
is on Steam. In some capacity, I don't know. It's always seemed like a weird idea for them to even be doing that, but there is a Linux version of RetroArch on Steam from the looks of things, so that could be a way to go, depending on which of their cores have been ported that way.
Cores are DLC. It's weird, but it works.
Yeah, it is. It is weird, and the updates are different too, and it's but in this type of closed environment, that might be an okay way to do it.
This game's great.
Oh, I love this game.
It is.
One of my favorite games.
Why don't you try
Yeah,
launching
exactly.
Titanfall 2? Because that's on the list, but also it's an Origin game, and so like you'll have to log into an EA account, and I want to see what that looks like.
That sounds fun. Is it done downloading now? Titanfall. Keep downloading. Okay.
It probably stops.
Does it have
downloading
a
when you
file
launch a game.
explorer? Can you copy paste files mods? Is there a internet or
It's a computer
disk browser
so,
or anything like that?
I don't know that that's necessarily in the Steam interface, but
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's just the key going.
yeah.
All right, well, we'll just back out of this real quick. While that continues downloading, we'll fire something else up. God of War?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see how this boy looks.
I want to play Super Hot now. Really bad.
I've never checked that out in VR, and I feel like I need to.
Oh, it's so dope, Jan. It's so cool in VR. Holy shit.
Brandon in the chat's saying that there's a Discover application repo in there somewhere that might have it has the built-in Arch Linux App Store that would probably have emulators and stuff to be more easily installed, which might be the nice way to do it.
Yeah, let's dig around these files
without having to. Someone's saying you can hold down the power button to get the desktop mode. That might be worth looking at as well.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, the Steam Deck kind of got dumped in Jan's lap a little last minute. We had to make some changes about some of our coverage plans, so we're coming into it a little bit cold.
Yeah, this starts out at Ultra when we launch it. I know for a fact that on my desktop I just have it on high, so that's interesting that it defaulted to that. Let's see what it's like on Ultra.
Jan, did you get a manicure?
I did not. I thought about it, and now I'm self-conscious about
your
my
hands
hands.
look great. Oh my god! I thought you got a manicure.
No, I just gotta find mittens and play these games.
No, you're gorgeous. Don't worry about it. You look great. Your hands look nicer than my hands.
Ultra baby.
Yeah, the speakers is actually really good.
That's good. I feel like that's something like iPad speakers and stuff have gotten really good over the years, like just in terms of like bass response. Like they're not as tinny and terrible as maybe they used to be. You feeling any heat in your hands?
No. The sides surprisingly are just like they're only warm because my hands run hot. But like against the screen, it's surprisingly not warm at all. The only hot spot I'm feeling was where the power cable was plugged into. But like behind the screen, yeah, it's just right around where you plug in the power. Okay, this is little.
Well, clearly it shouldn't default to Ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Oops. This is also very small. Let's... Original? Okay.
I wonder if that's just what it looked like on a PS4.
Interesting.
Is that what original is supposed to imply, I guess?
Just weird to see Microsoft button input still on God of War.
Yeah.
Boy.
There was so much. I thought.
Oops. Can't button through
It's a
this,
good
huh?
port.
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to put more time into this, but then everything decided to keep coming out. Yeah, this looks better. Now that I bumped it down to whatever original is supposed to imply.
Yeah.
Famous original Kratos's.
Yeah. By the slice.
His original dad abs. But this is still kind of surreal to me to see this in my hands versus like on a TV, on a monitor. Because I feel like given the resolution, I feel like you may even be okay playing some stuff on medium.
The mountain. It's gonna be a long trip.
Yeah. Red Horse Spirit in chat asks, do you notice any difference with the B button since it's almost falling off the edge? Like, does it feel any different?
No. Earlier when we were playing Elden Ring, I didn't notice too much of a difference. I think the thing that folks will have to get used to is that the analog sticks are like directly next to the face buttons here, versus like the analog sticks being like a little lower generally on a controller. And like
Yeah,
you know,
do you foresee that being like an ergonomic issue at all, or is it just something to get used to?
I might see it as an ergonomic issue now that you've mentioned it, because like
Because that seems like you're almost using the side of your thumb from that position, and I can see that being kind of like a repetitive, irritating.
I also
to
have
do.
weird thumbs, which like I have like hitchhiker thumbs. So
That's fine.
generally when I'm holding an analog stick, I'll be using like the bend in my thumb versus like the actual tip. So like this is generally how I will hold it, like this versus like that. Sorry if that was odd looking for folks.
Disturbing.
Oh,
God. Tag your gore.
Yeah, this looks like bumping this down feels better now.
Cool.
Oh, still a good throw. Okay, let's see if
Catch is
Titanfall-
better.
Catch is always it's a very satisfying catch.
Yeah. Try that. Well, yeah. Why don't you run Titanfall, and then I want to see this hold power button thing if that actually will quit out to desktop, because I'm curious now. Like I said, that's the part where I play Steam games is cool, but I want
to dig into it.
I want to get filthy. I want to get filthy in this thing. I want to
this
get all
keeps-
up in this
I think-
thing's guts.
For some reason, I don't know why it is, but this in particular keeps pausing the download when I launch something. So maybe we'll just do that.
That's default Steam behavior, even on desktop. Is when you're
Right.
playing a game, it doesn't download. You have to go turn that on in the Steam client on desktop.
Let's try holding this power button down.
There you go. Switch to desktop.
Let me just in case any sensitive info Backler had pops up. No. Sorry. Oh, okay. Here's
Well, now you've gone and done it. Oh, it's okay.
okay. Well, there's already Firefox installed here, so let's do that.
Browser history.
Oh, okay. So it's Steam X.
Steam and X. But maybe that doesn't work when you're not running Steam anymore. Like now that you're in desktop mode,
Right.
you're in desktop mode.
Yeah, I think that may be the case because none of the buttons are actually doing anything. Like
Yeah.
the left analog stick isn't moving the mouse cursor. It looks like it just may be that.
Yeah, watch
wonder-
the stream on the Steam Deck.
Well, I wonder if you'd have to plug in a keyboard.
Okay. We're not streaming there. Can
At
we
this point.
somehow
Oh God,
get the
Streamception.
Twitch? Okay. All right. No virtual keyboard. I don't have a Bluetooth keyboard on me.
What can we spell with just the letters Y, X, B, and A? Anything?
Even those aren't. Yeah, nothing popping out. So that's interesting. Okay, I guess like you can
No
control the
virtual
mouse
keyboard. Really?
with a touchpad here. It's funny because it has haptics for this mouse in the browser right now.
So like if you
Oh,
if
right,
you click
yeah.
in the if you click on the search bar, a virtual keyboard doesn't pop up?
Negative. Yeah.
And,
That's
and the Steam button
wild.
doesn't do anything anymore. Like none of those buttons don't work. Yeah. So
Yeah, nothing.
yeah. So there is a way. Looking at what they've been sending out, they will have a way for you to launch Chrome out of the Steam interface, and that'll be a different thing than this, where this is like straight up switched to desktop mode, and now you're running it like it's just literally a goddamn computer. So
Yeah.
that's why none of these controllers are doing anything, because, you know, for the same reason when I pick up my controller here and hit buttons on it, it doesn't do shit. So
I wonder if we could navigate to the stream via like Wikipedia links or something.
yeah.
Oh, I think
Play
I
that
just turned it
game.
straight off.
I mean, desktop mode
Install
is going to be
Slack,
desktop
and I'll
mode
send you a
kind of no
link to
matter
it.
what. So that's sort of the. I guess that's the expected experience, that you're maybe going to have to bring your own keyboard when you get out there, unless they have done something there. But it doesn't look like any of the Steam interface stuff sticks around when you.
Oh, it's downloading.
There we
another
go.
Update. Okay.
we
Updates on
go.
updates. Let's get that Chrome.
Yeah, maybe this will be the one.
How come
See
your
what that
cuticles
Chrome-
are so nice if you didn't get a manicure? Come on. You didn't get a manicure?
What's a cuticle?
The little at the bottom. These
Is it like this part?
look how bad my hands are. Like, come on. This is why you didn't send it to me. I'm not the hand model of the group.
I used to get made fun of. My best friend and I, we played Hot Hands once, and he set his hands on fire because he was wearing gloves, and then it burned off a lot of hair on my hands here. It still has yet to grow back. Best friends. Best friends.
How long ago was that?
Hands?
We were 12.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, hot hands is like, you rest your hands on top of someone else's hands and then like try and slap you.
Oh, I didn't know that was the name of that.
It may have different regional names.
It might, yeah, but the name never came up.
Christian had a good idea. What if I try to DM you a link to the stream on Steam? Are you online on Steam?
Ooh.
I am not.
Okay. Well, everybody's in Elden
Let's
Ring.
go to that
anyways, so I'm
collection
gonna
and see if that update is the thing that added that tab.
Steamception.
Non-Steam. There it is.
There we go.
There we go. Add Chrome.
Add Chrome, baby.
Yeah.
This is the only thing they've got in there, huh?
Yeah. Oh, well, there's also that Bloodborne PS1 demake from Twitch that I added to my library.
Yeah.
Is I guess also here, but I don't think that's gonna run because it's all local files on my desktop.
Well, I wonder if you could stream it from, because you can use this to
Yeah.
stream from your desktop. But
There were
that'd be
a couple
funky,
options for that. Okay, come on. Uh-oh, I broke it. All the non-Steam is gone.
Did it just get installed to the? Or it got added to the install list, but it's probably like 5 things down from like Halo updates and Titanfall and all that other
Is
stuff.
it non
right? So
non-Steam one? They're on the right. There was a
Probably at
non-Steam tab back there.
Yeah, there's nothing in
yeah,
it.
no, that's where we were.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Fucked up, everybody.
Okay, I bet that'll show up after all those other things download. If I had to guess.
Halo
Yeah, 'cause
Infinite,
those
those
are-
are kind of useless to move from queue. Well, it's
Unless that update makes it work, but I doubt it. It looks
doubt
like
it.
yeah.
Well, let's fire up some Tetris Effect.
Yeah, let's
No,
do that.
there's
And let's
a-
see some teardown after that. I want to see what teardown does.
Maybe there's a filter being applied and it's filtering it out of that category.
I had it set to just pop everything on, and now
Oh.
that we've applied that update, it's taking a little time in between stuff now, y'all. Jeff, when does Q2 end or start?
April,
Damn it.
April, May, June is Q2. That's the window I'm currently in for these things. So
Also in Q2. I'm eagerly awaiting.
So just keep telling people, oh man, this thing's garbage. You definitely shouldn't buy one.
Don't
And then
do
our
it.
numbers will come up faster, right? That's how it, yeah.
It's like a reverse pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
I don't know what's popping off with that. Maybe because we had an update that I canceled. I love EULAs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm of course, the folks that are already familiar with Steam and PC games would want to get this. I'm curious who are the people that will see this that will get enticed to buy one.
Right. Yeah. Like with the different use cases out there, and I mean the price point is, it seems like good for what you're getting, but also maybe a little high for it to be kind of a impulse purchase. All right. This seems like a situation where you might need to go to the workshop.
Let's it's weird that the face buttons don't move the menu down. I have to do that. Let's game. Oh god, this text is gonna be
Woohoo.
the death of me.
Eensy.
Medium. Let's go medium.
Sildus in chat says the biggest use case is PC gaming without having to build a PC To which I say, if that was going to be an actually big use case, then Steam machines would have taken off.
Okay, let's... It says E to drive the vehicle.
It's
yeah.
Okay,
there we go.
They probably just don't have a good controller interface for this game yet. It's kind of not the way to play it, I guess. I don't know. So can you move your right thumb down to that touchpad and just look around like it was a mouse at any point? Okay, no.
I'm rubbing them.
Yeah. I wonder if that's a thing you can toggle on or off.
So getting questions about some app stuff as well. This can run like a Proton desktop or whatever it's called, Linux desktop. They had
it's running
when
Arch
we went
Linux
to Valve, they
desktop.
had
That's
this
what we were
running.
running. That's what Firefox was running in earlier. That was
yeah.
We
So
got
you can
to that. Yeah.
you can video out that to a monitor and hook up a keyboard and mouse and everything like that. It runs perfectly functional as a desktop that's not going to run. I mean, I don't know what Wine's an emulator, right? Maybe you can do some of that stuff for Windows apps. And somebody was asking about MS
Well,
Office.
that's what Proton is. I mean, Proton is a layer that runs Windows stuff. So there's in theory
they
you
call
could
it Pine.
Yes.
I don't know the emulator. I don't know anything about Linux. That's not my area of expertise. But if you want to run, if you want to run something on here and you can get it running on Linux, it'll probably run. I don't know. Does Microsoft has gone down the path of supporting Linux in some ways? Did that crash, Jen?
It kind of hitched. I tried to exit the game. Okay, that was odd.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I've had phones in the past that had a dock, and you could put them into a monitor and use them as a desktop, and they all performed very, very poorly because this was 10 years ago now.
Right.
What was that?
Go
The
into
Atrix
settings
or something?
let's just kind of look through some of the setting stuff if you don't mind. What kind of... Okay, open that up. Open up the Proton bit there. Is it okay? So you can, if you like, because there are some cases there are games that run better on one version of Proton than another, and so they've got that as an option there if you need it. Which is, yeah, it's cool, but it's like that's like, here's some more complexity in a way that like is kind of it's kind of straight up night mode. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Get that blue light out of there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You can hook up Bluetooth headphones to this as well. When Rory and I checked it out, it looked like they had hooked up maybe like up to 5 Bluetooth devices.
We also tried it with my headphones and it didn't work, but that was 4 months ago. They said there's a lot of stuff that was still kind of being worked out. I'm still really. I think we said a lot. If you haven't seen our video response from a few months ago, you can feel free to check it out. It was fun to go up there. But I still really would love to get one of these things. But it's just since I barely leave the house and I have a nice PC, it's probably on the lower thread of needful purchases.
You got any other keyboard themes installed?
No, I thought Backler would have some.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now.
Apparently, they're already starting to talk about a Steam Deck 2, probably a couple of years away. But this is definitely going to be, I don't know if this will be like a perennial thing like a phone, but the options now are like, do they do like a Switch kind of release cadence where every few years it gets a new screen and a new bump in specs? Like, not that Switch has even done that. Or is it going to be like a phone thing where they do it every year? I'd be very curious to see, because it's not like the form factor is going to change. They'd have to make it all new. They'd seem to upgrade the interiors for the most part. it'll be funny to see if people are still getting their Steam Deck 1s when they announce the Steam Deck 2. But I have a feeling they'd avoid that.
Yeah, probably no need to rush into it, especially going from 1 to 2, because they're still kind of proving that people actually want it. There was also some quotes from Gabe Newell out there talking about like, yeah, maybe we eventually get to a point where this thing could power a VR like experience.
Jeez.
Or some kind of computer vision type situation.
There we go, baby.
Oh yeah.
Let's play some Chrome.
Let's play some Chrome.
Yes.
So this is they did say that this would be able to play not currently, unless they updated it again, but that you will be able to do Xbox Game Pass streaming through this browser. But there's currently some fixes that have to go, I think, on Microsoft's end and on the Google end that are maybe not in this build of Chrome, so it probably doesn't work currently.
There we go.
Yay, a keyboard.
Giantbomb.com.
It looks like when you get to the Discover store on that desktop, there's like kind of one-click installs for a lot of emulators out of that store, including a Switch emulator, which is something that people are interested in.
Wow, there we go.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Bring it closer to the screen.
Oh man.
Blah!
Oh god. All right,
like
we gotta mute this.
Or turn it up. I mean,
Yeah, let's get cacophonous in here.
Yeah, so it looks like the mouse buttons are still mapped to the L2 R2 here. Oh god. Okay. I don't know, any other websites? Should we just go to like YouTube?
Steakums.
I know some tubes.
Relive the hits.
Rory.
I don't know.
What's good? God, what's a good website? I don't
Have you
even
heard
know
of
anymore.
YouTube?
Do geoguessing.
Type in funny kitty cat loving his sister all day long. And it's about two kitty cats that I'm joking. I made that up. I'm sure there is something called that. You might not be what you want, but
It sounds a lot like what I want.
there we go.
Here we go.
Look up our old Steam video on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, local representative. You don't represent me at all. Oh, this is fun.
There we go.
Wow. Hey, Bacalar made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, this is YouTube
Yeah.
on
That's
another
YouTube.
device.
You should check out YouTube. Finally, okay, yes. We need some resolution.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I like that you're about the exact same size right now on both screens, Gersman. Oh, you drink it at the same time. Whoa.
Oh, I can't do this. I can't.
This is crazy.
Shut up, me. Okay. All right. And then
All right.
if we just hit Steam. Oh, yeah, cool. It just
Okay. Yeah.
pops back into there.
Yeah, that seems like, I mean, that's going to be a much easier way to get a browser going than popping out to desktop mode and launching Firefox or whatever from there. So
Hearing that you could potentially run xCloud on that is especially wild.
yeah. Yeah, that'll probably be pretty cool. Installing something like a Yuzu and seeing how well it runs Switch games. PC Gamer looks like they have an article up today talking very specifically about that end of things.
What do you think happens?
Running PlayStation 2 games and such.
Well, it's not gonna, right?
I don't know what that's going to do. I wonder if it'll actually try to install Steam VR.
I'll say this now. I've been resting my left arm on my partner's desk while holding this up at the right angle, and my arms hurt.
Yeah.
And you're not the most out of shape person. You did some
I know to do push-ups.
decathlons or something recently.
I can bench. Maybe if I just like tuck my elbows into my body instead. There we go. That feels better.
T-Rex style.
Yeah.
So I'm reading over Wes Fenland's article about emulation stuff on here, and it looks like you can bop out to desktop mode, go to their version of like their package manager app store type thing, and there's Dolphin and PCSX2 and PPSSPP and Yuzu and BeastNess and MGBA, and then you can kind of go and do the add a non-Steam game to my library and add them to that same menu that Chrome is in and launch them out of there. You'll have to get file access, which I don't know if you do that over USB or if you have to yank the micro SD card out or what, but I'm reading it over a little bit here.
Oh, Tetris.
But,
I love it.
No request for Crisis, but I don't know if you even have Crisis on your account.
Yeah. Looks like Dolphin runs pretty well.
May have to pop up in a separate soon-to-come video.
But yeah, you'll have to, because a lot of those require some setup in terms of, they all require some setup in terms of copying games over directly or BIOS files, firmware, type stuff. So there's going to be some work there. I put this on the list because I figured, if we're going to show a handheld, we should probably show if it runs Tetris or not. Like that's, the definitive handheld video game.
I boned us already.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, this is but you kind of want to fuck up in this because you want to have like mistakes to fix when you pop off your
I guess
your
yeah.
meter.
Yeah, this is Tetris. This is the pretty Tetris.
I mean, you're going to want to, at some point in your life, you're going to go, I need to play some handheld Tetris. At this point, though, now that I'm reading this other article, you could just get Game Boy Tetris running on this pretty easily from the looks of things. So,
Oh yeah.
Never understood Tetris Effect. It felt like this game was only like a couple hours long. Like I never understood if I actually finished it or not. I think I got to a point where I didn't find anything else on the map and it was just kind of over, but it didn't feel like it was building up to that moment at all.
I feel like it had credits and stuff. Like it.
Did it? I totally forget. It felt like it was over way faster than what it was building up to, I suppose, but maybe I missed something. I usually do. Not a very smart person.
I'd argue that you are a smart person.
I'm on the fence.
I just got here. I don't
Jeff
know.
has known me the longest here. So.
I think Rory's smarter than all of us, but
Yeah, that's probably true.
but he hides it.
Rory reads books.
I do. I try to read books. So what are the big games that aren't like Destiny doesn't run on this, right? Or there was something else huge that was like kind of
Halo Infinite does not run.
Halo Infinite, yeah. Is that like going to be a Microsoft Game Studio kind of thing across the board?
Forza apparently does run, so it's probably Halo's anti-cheat. Like that's kind of the thing is running these in a Proton layer instead of on direct Windows. A lot of anti-cheat's going to look at that and go like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah. So Easy Anti-Cheat and BattleEye, I believe, both have updated with versions that are better at supporting Proton, but I think it's up to individual developers to implement that version of the anti-cheat stuff.
And Fortnite said they're not interested in doing that, right? I think
they don't currently. So Epic owns Easy Anti-Cheat, I think. Okay. So they did the work to make this happen. But that's where their focus is right now. They're not like, hey, here's the Linux version of Fortnite. Sure. Like they haven't. Here's the Linux version of the Epic Store. Like they have not done that yet. I think they could. I think they probably. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, with mobile Fortnite making them billions of dollars, I don't know if they. With Steam taking a cut of all the sales on this platform, they might not be jumping at letting people do it on here.
But it's
going to be very small a percentage of people are going to have a Steam Deck versus a phone. So
Right.
I don't know. I'd be curious to see what they do.
Steam doesn't have to take. I mean, you can install whatever you want. So if they say, "Here's
right.
our
They can just go to
one-click
a web browser,
installable
can't they?
Epic Store," like that's not, like Gabe doesn't get any of that. It's just, a different thing. So it's, I don't know. I bet that they would probably just work to have a Proton-enabled version of Fortnite that maybe you don't have to install their store to get. Like, just has
maybe.
like something you can more easily install. I don't know. Maybe that would be where they would start before they fully commit to. I mean, the Epic Store needs a lot of things to run on Windows better than it does now. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Epic Store is still
real quick,
work in
quick.
progress.
Yeah.
Jan, you can make the play field larger with the right stick, apparently.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's.
Click in, or how does he do that? Watch out! You're gonna lose it. Up. No, you got
it's
it.
just zoom, but yes, there was
Shit.
a way to zoom up.
Thanks
on
a
it.
lot,
Oh!
Distracted him at the perfect time.
Oops. Oh, I didn't want to activate the zone. How do I? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, God, Jess, you messed me up.
I'm sorry. Was it true or was it not true?
It was the right stick moves the board around. The left stick
Zooms up.
zooms up and out.
Why do I read chat? They know I'm gullible.
Just don't read any Japanese words that they tell you to say.
I already know the Japanese words, so it's fine. Well aware
Oh,
of
we got the
Ahegao.
Tetris. All right.
You got the Tetris. Thank you, Tetris.
Yeah, I don't know. This is still Tetris Effect. Still an amazing game. I'm still having
How
it
does it look
out
on
of
that screen? Like,
looks-
how you feeling about the screen and the
nice.
glare and all right. Cool.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm having an out of body experience. I don't want to show myself on camera anymore. Oh, hey, still here. Cool. I guess we also have to exit the game of Google Chrome. All right.
Oh, if only.
I wanted to show y'all Vampire Survivors because this looked weird.
Yeah. I want to see. I haven't played this in a while. I know I feel like there's been like 7 updates.
There's
since
been
the
a
last time
handful
I
of
played any
updates,
of
yeah.
this, but this is another tiny ass game on a small screen, and I kind of wonder.
All right, let's just go with good old Antones. But look at this.
Is it stretched?
I think it's widescreen. That's why I was
Yeah.
thrown off by this. Like it's not quite a 4x3.
'Cause I've been playing in a window, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only play this in a window. There's no point in having it be full screen.
Let's.
That's curious. I mean, the other game that I saw,
hey, Jason.
Neo 2.
It's funny. I just
Neo
got that
2
update
had-
on my screen also.
Neo 2
no-
had stretch to widescreen kind of stuff going on too as well. I'm not sure if that's what it's doing here, but
Yeah, there wasn't any
no, Neo 1. I'm sorry, Neo 1 had stretched widescreen.
options. Yeah, no options to change.
It's still early access.
Well, I guess like if I were to hit Alt Enter on this game and run it full screen, it probably would look like this on a desktop too. I guess I just had never
I don't know.
ever
I've never
run
tried.
it full
Yep.
screen. Yeah,
I've never
but
done that
this-
either.
I'll try it right now.
Because this feels a little weird.
But
Seeing-
yeah, I only ever play this in a window.
Oh,
Now,
hey,
now
Rory.
I'm
You don't know
playing it
if has-
apparently.
You don't know if it has 21.9 support? That's
No, it's just full black bars on the sides
Oh.
when you alt enter.
sad. That's sad.
I'm behind on my achievements, and I know that they've added like 8 now that I gotta
Yeah.
go get.
There's a bunch.
I gotta evolve that lightning ring. Maybe I'll do some of that sometime. Just stream it.
Yeah, they added this little flower garden.
Yeah, they said they were changing up the garden a little bit for future purposes.
Double whip.
This game's great.
I
If
hate
you haven't
it.
played it, it's been hitting. I've seen a lot of think pieces about what this game means and everything like that. It's just fun to blow
Wow.
shit up.
It's like $5, right? Less than that.
$3 bucks. Even if you don't play it, even if you don't wind up liking it, it's like it's
I've been meaning
Less than the
to.
cost of what were we looking at yesterday? Canned soup. It's $4.50 in the grocery
Yeah.
store. Like Chunkies.
Were we looking at soup in the grocery store?
We were, Chan. You
Yeah,
were
we
there.
were all there.
I was watching you from the other aisle. You didn't see me, but no, the sticker shock on some of the stuff is getting kind of crazy.
I don't know if I like canned soup. I'm more of a
I like canned soup.
boxed broth type of guy.
What do you put in the broth? Do you like make your own chicken soup or?
No, I just drink it, buddy. Just get that bone broth.
No, that's good. I mean, that's
in
what I
your
had to drink
system.
when I had a certain procedure done on my rear end. They let me drink broth for the day before. That was all I could eat, really.
Yeah,
You want to talk about that some more?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Keep
Let's
broth
dig into
on
that.
hand in case. Yeah.
But only use Elden Ring message terms.
Oh God.
Well, my Elden Ring was feeling pretty bad that day. Let me tell you that much.
Oh no, is that what that game is actually about?
Yes.
Man, I can
Okay.
get sucked into some. Thing about Vampire Survivors, it does take like 5 minutes to get good. Is there actually a 10-minute timer on the evolved weapon? So I heard that for the first time. Like you can't get one before 10 minutes.
I don't know. I think I read that at some point as well, but that was
Shit.
around the time I haven't played the game much since then.
Yeah.
So
I try to evolve something very quickly. I think the max I've had is like 5 evolved weapons in one run, which is
wow.
pretty cool. Also,
that's a
I have managed to get the Grim Reaper to survive to like 34 minutes, which was one of my best achievements as well. Like if you have a certain setup, you can freeze them, but they start sending in more Grim Reapers after a certain period of time. So there's like 4 on the screen at one time. It's a really fun game.
Yeah, I mean, I could play this until UPF.
Speaking of EPF.
Not this run, but chicken.
yeah.
Love floor.
Yeah,
chicken.
you're right. It does look a little funky, but that's I don't know. That's
I think
fine.
It's a funky game. It's not like.
I just mean the full screen.
Yeah.
Like it looks a little stretched or whatever it is. Yeah, it is. At first I was like, no, this looks like the game. I'm like, oh right, no, I only played it in a window, so it's the aspect ratio is a little different.
Oh God. Give me this. Give me this XP, please.
So this this runs okay. It's not
Yes,
not chopping up. You
This isn't chopping
turn
up
all
at
the way
all.
up to ultra.
Ultra.
Is-
We are gonna survive the fuck out of these vampires.
Yeah, I'm curious if anyone in the chat has heard from Valve yet. Say
Yeah.
like, hey, come buy one. Does anyone get in early enough?
Yeah, because most folks that I know is just in a similar boat as you and me, Jeff. Q2 at the earliest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we don't need to play more Vampire Survivors.
Korvac says that they got their order in 3 minutes in and they're Q2. So
Damn.
but they're supposed to. I guess okay. Blackhawk says got an email a couple of hours ago. Okay. I wasn't sure if the emails had gone out yet. They said 10 a.m. was when they were going to start doing stuff, but I hadn't heard anything. They said that they were going to do weekly drops of for ordering. So I wonder if that means next Friday there'll be another batch going out, or what the deal is.
Let's see how teensy this text is. Fired up Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And they do
gonna be
have
so
a
teensy.
they have a Switch version now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so. I gotta actually play more of this game. I really liked it from what I dipped into, but I started feeling like I was playing it wrong because I'm not used to actually playing a game that actually makes you role play what's happening and be consistent in your choices and stuff. And it's like,
I am
fuck.
sensitive.
I should try this again without any voiceover. I thought the voiceover was off-putting to me.
Oh, are you shitting me? I love it.
This whole section here is about as far as I got. I got to the end of this and it's like doing.
You don't like Ancient Reptilian Brain? He's so hot sounding.
It needs more guns. It needs more shooting people, to be honest with you. That's where I'm at in my life.
Just a little bit more murder.
Yeah.
This reads fine from where I'm at. I don't know how it plays to the folks at home.
I think we tried
Yeah.
this when we were up at Valve, and it was okay.
Yeah.
It could be a little bigger, but I think there's some options for that somewhere. But
How's everyone else's reptilian brain impression? Mine's terrible because I can't get my voice that low.
I don't think I played this game because they added the voice acting later, right?
Yeah,
I think the
yeah.
narrator
I haven't played
the
it
first
since
one.
they put that stuff in. So since they did the remake or the enhanced or whatever you want to call it.
I can't believe they voice acted this whole game. There's so much text. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, they had to go ahead and make your inner monologue real sexy sounding. Hell yeah. I love that guy's voice.
Okay.
Kill yourself by failing to get that tie from the from the ceiling fan.
Gladly.
Oh, the original was voice acted. They just redid it for Final Cut. Is that? I don't know if that's true.
It wasn't fully voice acted. It had
wasn't fully.
some voice acting, I thought, but I don't remember either for sure. But I'm pretty sure that they had
This
some
is
in there.
bad. Yeah, I literally died to this first check, getting the tie off the fan.
Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move. Hope the blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to. Oh no, it's happening again.
Having a bad day.
Worse this time, still happening. Finally, the stabbing recedes. You could try doing it again to see how pain. The switch must be broken. A terrible mistake. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. Little black spots.
Okay. Well.
But yeah, pretty readable. You're
Yeah.
saying?
Pretty readable from where I'm at.
I think that's been like one of my main concerns, I guess I would say, is just like, as you get into like the thing about PC games is they run at high resolutions on monitors that you're directly in front of by and large. And so
This
they
is
get away
gonna,
with a lot of tiny ass text.
This is going to be an odd problem for folks because it says hold tab, but I don't know what tab is mapped to.
yeah,
Face button wise.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of games added controller support but didn't always update their in-game prompts to tell you what that got mapped to, especially I think indie games especially miss some of those.
Man, he's just not doing well, huh?
Especially early access games where they're just like, yeah, we threw in controller support, but we haven't thought about it at all, and they haven't redone any of the prompts. You're just like, I don't know, I'm going to fumble through this. Like, if you only owned a Steam Deck and never had seen it on a proper computer, that might be a little weird for some users. Yeah, I think I would rather take that and have the option to mess with stuff, like to have like a more open platform than to have them lock it down even further and be like, no, we're only going to let games that have been verified run at all, and we've verified that they do this, and like just turn it into a console would be probably pretty boring.
There he
Look at
is.
that face.
There he is.
This guy.
It appears you're also dead. Stop. It's horrible. You can't. What does it even mean? What there might have been.
I'm thinking of people talk about how this game is actually quite funny.
After a spasm. It's too late.
Yeah.
Image on like the rest of you.
Yeah, I remember buying it and not really ever checking it out. But Ben Pack was very high on this game, so now that I can just read it in bed like a book.
I think maybe that's what I needed. Like a change in format, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, the text reads fine on this.
Cool, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it'd be the same for other visual novel like games. The thing that is kind of like not irking me but throwing me off is having to exit each game because the audio is still playing as I pop out to this menu.
Interesting. Like when you pull the overlay up, it still runs. Yeah, I guess
That is super weird.
Well, I guess you'd
How's the
want to be able
battery
to pull the
doing?
overlay up and like look at your friends list, or if someone's messaging you or something, like you're gonna want that kind of access. But yeah,
Titanfall 2 may never download, but any other requests while we're here from what I got installed? Interesting that Halo is just ducking you
Portal
out.
2.
No, like no type of Portal 2, no type of notification. That is odd. Oh,
I got to say, when I saw Half-Life 2 getting a update on Steam, I got very excited until I realized it was just for Steam Deck compatibility.
Yeah.
So stealth extra mission.
I don't know if y'all saw that, but normally when it pops up like the button interface, it said mouse and keyboard for Portal 2 versus gamepad. Maybe that was just an error. Okay, no, yeah, this works here.
yeah, they put controller support into
Yeah.
Portal 2 a while ago
Long
because
time
it's been on console before. So yeah, but some people in chat are saying yes, like Forza Horizon 5 sounds like it runs reasonably well on it. So it's not necessarily that just any game with Xbox guts is going to not run. It just looks like Halo, probably with its anti-cheat stuff, probably just doesn't run. I'm going to see if
God, I
there's
love
any
this game.
word on...
Well, let's pop out to the workshop because then we can actually pop into a level or community.
Well, it's if you wait like 30 seconds, that room starts like crumbling apart, and all these physics things happen. But that's alright.
Apex Legends currently does not run. From the looks of things. Oh yeah, someone's saying that if you really wanted to play Halo on a Steam Deck, you could run it in the browser and do the cloud stuff. Once that's up and running, which will probably be today or something. So that's, I guess, an option. I don't know. That cloud stuff seems so hit and miss. Yeah, Destiny
play
2
this
and PUBG also apparently do not run. Those are kind of big deals. Those are large games.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I am trying to get into Witch King. Destiny 2 remains frustrating in all the ways that it has always been frustrating. At least the story's a little more straightforward this time around.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it. I like the glaive. I got my fucking big spear, and I'm just sticking
It's like a
motherfuckers
scroll
with
spear.
it,
It's really-
and then
it's pretty
also
cool.
shooting them. And yeah, it's
Yeah, I need to mod it. It's so long. The reload time is so long on that thing that it's really tough to get in the flow with it. But it does seem neat. Can I upgrade my glaive without having it equipped, or does it
Chill
have
out.
to be used for kill shots? I didn't quite get that. I know that the symbol you have, the artifact
I'm
thing,
smart.
will upgrade through anything, but I can't tell if the glaive needs to be equipped.
no. I don't think the. I don't know. I don't have any patterns to extract from
Has to be
my
equipped.
glaive, so I don't know that I need to do anything with it currently. But you might be further in than I am. I'm not sure.
I'm just a couple hours. I've already run into the classic Destiny thing where the next story quest is 20 levels above what I have right now. So I'm kind of stuck running around trying to get leveled up because I tried it once and I ran into a tank that had a skull over it and it blew me up in one hit. So it feels like every Destiny expansion I play, I run into the same thing where next story quest, just go grind for 3 hours before you can actually do it.
Did you go do the first like PsyOps, like the PsyOps battlefield mission or whatever it is, the Mindscape?
No, I have an icon for it, but I don't play multiplayer in that game at all. So,
Well, it's not competitive multiplayer. It'll match you with a fire team, but like that's the thing you're supposed to go do as part of the story.
I had no idea.
To probably get those levels. So
The quest menu in that game is baffling. I don't. The UI remains I know it has its defenders, but I just can't understand anything going on in that game at all.
It appears that my other camera died, so that's fine.
Aw,
Don't need to
no
see my
sig.
face.
Just your hands.
Just my hands.
Beautiful hands.
Yeah, this actually this plays fine. I'm assuming because it's a Valve joint.
Yeah, it's an older game. It's it's
yeah.
like there's no reason why this wouldn't
Be completely fine.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we.
Are there any gyro games?
Huh.
Is that a thing?
That is a thing. But I
Dark
don't know
Sector.
I assume you can just turn it on and use it as a mouse equivalent in whatever. But
Yeah, Boomerang might be good with that. Just need to set up Steam input to use it. There we go. And here we are. Enable Euro.
yeah,
You silly guy. As mouse? No.
yeah,
Yes,
probably as
yeah.
mouse.
So that
I'd like to play Microsoft Flight Simulator on this on a plane. And try to follow the plane flight in real time to see if it's actually.
I feel like Rami did that with a laptop.
I think he did, yeah.
I think he did that.
Oh, he's still playing Elden Ring. Hey, Jason. Oh, okay. So yeah,
Dang!
when your thumbs are on the
Yeah, they were trying to
right,
explain this to
okay.
us.
Oh.
So it's
It
only
did
when
not
you're
seem
touching it
ideal.
that you get the gyro stuff, which is weird because you would probably want to hit the buttons while you're aiming. Like the whole point would be to.
yeah. Yeah, this game made me sick.
Yeah, I think a lot of people when you were playing this on UPF one, or was it UPF? I forget, but a lot of people in chat were saying this is FOV.
I bet there's a
city
way
right
to.
here.
I bet there's a way to correct that gyro behavior to not require you to be touching the.
Yeah, I think that they said that would be the case as well.
Yeah, people in chat are saying that Steam controllers basically worked the same way,
Dang.
and you could turn that off, but.
Speaker, I can't get over how surprisingly good this is.
That's cool.
It sounds
Still,
alright,
please
even
don't
from,
use it in public.
yeah. Still sounds pretty good, even though we're hearing it through your microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
Like-
don't play games.
Turn it
full
up.
blast.
No, turn it up full blast. Install Sex Prison 18 plus, and
Go to a
get on the
restaurant
bus.
with kids in it. I swear to God, when I see a kid sit down next to me in a restaurant and bring the tablet out for him, I just immediately I should just get up and walk away because I that tinny sound of tablets and phones
this
in
is
a
neat.
public space is like one of the purest annoyances that I have.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
It drives me nuts. It shouldn't. I don't know why, but it absolutely drives me crazy.
Ah.
And the Steam input stuff has gotten really good at just kind of letting you configure whatever.
throwing up
So I guess if you really want to dig into it, and I wonder if they still have you can share user profiles, and there's a bunch of different input configurations that you can usually just grab. So I'm sure people go like, oh, well, we mapped all the back buttons, so you don't have to use any of the face buttons to do any of the gyro aiming stuff. And
I never used back buttons or anything. I had those on my Elite controller, and I had to disable them because I was just hitting them.
well,
at
so those are
random
just
too often.
but those are just copies of existing buttons. These look
Yeah.
like they could just be individual separate buttons if you wanted to, because they're L3, L4, and R3, R4. So it seems like you could kind of,
Yeah, it feels like this would be a good case for mapping these face buttons to the back pedals here, because
Yeah, I'm
If I
surprised
wanted
that
to aim-
that's not it.
yeah, if I wanted to aim using the gyro, I still can't jump
Yeah.
and stuff.
right. Yeah. And that's, but what I'm saying is you did half of the custom config, right? All you did is
Right.
turn on the gyro. You probably also need to go in and remap all the buttons to get what you're looking for.
Oh, totally, yeah.
And I bet they let you do that.
Yeah, this game makes me feel like I want to throw up still, even portable.
Yeah.
I imagine the gyro stuff is
Oh yeah, this is not
I
helping
can't.
anything. Let's
Like,
jack
people
up
get
the
into all
field
their
of
like
view.
flick stick and all this other shit that I just like. I don't know, man. The gyro aiming.
There we
stuff
go. Oh, look at
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's Cruelty
Yep.
Squad.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Boom. We did it. Oh, I need to. I can't. I actually can't.
I'm getting woozy watching it, like, even like this.
Yeah, this like I can't wait for other folks to dig in first because then I'm too scared to do it myself.
The config stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the
I've never
config
really
stuff.
messed with it too much.
Or like digging in and running Dolphin and etc.
Yeah, like that's the stuff I'm dying to see.
Because like DS
I've been using a
emulation-
different handheld device to emulate video games lately, and it's not powerful enough to do what I want to do. So,
yeah, this it for the most part. I think you will have to go in on like a game by game basis and maybe jack down the quality. Because like God of War defaulted to Ultra, and that was not a good experience.
yeah, and I wonder if that's something that they will automate in any way, or because I mean, a lot of games detect settings and pick settings for you out of the gate, and I wonder if because you had played God of War on another machine, or maybe Bacalar. Did you install God of War, or was it already
It
installed?
was already installed, so it might have
So
been.
Bacalar probably had it set to Ultra on his desktop PC, and it probably synced those settings, if I had to guess.
Fair enough.
Jan, I think your camera went away.
Oh, I know.
No,
It's gone. I'm gone now.
It's been 5 minutes, Rory.
I'm not actually
Yeah,
hearing
longer
you.
than
I'm
five.
reading chat.
It's been longer than that.
Let me just couldn't not.
A good
find-
question. Can this emulate 50 Cent Blood on the Sand? That's a great question. I am going to. I'm not going to have like a full-on great answer for you, but
Better go pick up that can, Jan.
so there is a Linux version of RPCS3, which is the PlayStation 3 emulator of note that runs that game quite well on Windows. So that that may be a great option. What about Xenia? Is Xenia available for Linux? Looks like it might not be. No, they don't have Linux builds, at least on there.
I will say I haven't heard the fan go as wild and as loud as when I was installing stuff at the same time and downloading things, and when we were playing Elden Ring at the top of this video.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that guy's face.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It might not be in that Discover App Store thing, but RPCS3 does exist on Linux, and so if you got that running, you could probably play 50 Cent Blood on the Sand on this.
Oh no, I've enabled the gyro on everything.
Oh no. Ooh.
Oof.
Hey.
Trying to think if there's any other Steam games that we want to run, but I feel like we've covered the high end, we've covered the text end.
Yeah, the high end of
small
Vampire
text end.
Survivors.
Yes, and Super Auto Pets. We saw what Halo did, which is
Nothing.
yeah. Probably not equipped to test it out super directly right now, but there's also the like cloud sync between platforms, which seems like it works as standard, but the if you've noticed in the Steam desktop client, they have updated a lot of the cloud sync stuff to be checking a lot more frequently. Like every time you click on a game, and this might just be in the beta branch, but when I click on a game in the library tab, it checks cloud sync. It used to just check when you hit play, and now it looks like it checks it all the time. So I assume that's like a thing they're building in to make sure that they're picking up whatever Steam Deck save is getting pushed up and all that other stuff. So there's just a lot more syncing happening than there used to be. Yep.
This is how I play this game. Just constantly jumping.
Yeah, that's Gordon Freeman.
He loves basketball. He loves jumping.
Freaking goofball.
Big ups.
This is
still
still maybe my favorite game of all time. What a fantastic
Dunk that
game.
can.
Have you played Sin?
Yeah, I tried Sin episodes. And
Not
those
Sin
games are
episodes.
the games are not very good.
No.
It's so weird how they had like
I
two
want to live in
different
the
games
world
that
where
had...
Sin took off instead of Half-Life, and I want to see what happened.
It's me, Gordon. Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry
Hi,
for the cameras.
This looks like
it's
that.
me, Matthew Broderick.
Take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Okay.
Sorry, Doc, but
That's
Yeah, this
one
runs-
thing Barney loves.
I know this is an older game. Runs well.
Yeah. Half-Life 2. It's you could.
This is hurting my head just thinking about this.
Yeah. Okay. I don't just you need to not do that. You need to not do that.
Gordon, what
I
are
guess
you
I
doing?
wonder, yeah, there's probably a Linux version of the Plex app. So if you ran a Plex server, you could probably you could just run the web browser for that. I guess. I wonder how well it. That probably would work fine for listening to music and watching movies and TV and such. If you were so configured, that might be something I would monkey around with. But yeah, I feel like most of my use cases, most of the reasons I'm like checking my email to see if magically they got to Q2 today, I think has nothing to do with games that run on Steam. Like that stuff's awesome. It seems like it does it really well, but I'm just like, no, I could do a lot of weird shit with this.
Yeah. The weirdest shit.
And I've been like increasingly in the market for a weird shit device to the point where I was like eyeballing Android tablets of all things, which the Android tablet market is just a freaking disaster these days.
Google has said that they're actually going to double down on tablets. I think they're really going to like actually ramp up some more support for it in Android and better hardware too.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's
like
weird.
It's weird that it's been so fucking all over the place for so long. Like,
Yeah, let me tell you, never be tempted by a Kindle Fire thinking that cheap tablet will be useful in any way, because they are not. They're way too slow to do anything. It's a really tattered marketplace, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'll teach him, Jan.
Fuck off.
yeah. But yeah,
Do
there was a
your
time when I
job.
was looking at that and going like, okay, well, this Switch doesn't run everything as well as I want it to. Like, what can I do to get better? Forgetting that the Steam Deck
He didn't forget
was
about me.
coming close to being out.
Nope. No phones. Excuse me, lady.
Everybody else is just kind of going about their business.
Hey, just chill out, dude. It was a joke. It was a fun goof.
No. Hang on, I got to show you something. I just want to show you. Hang on. No, let me show you this.
Recreating Jason Bourne.
Oh,
Ah,
dude, this guy hits you.
No, that's all he wanted to do, and he runs away.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right.
I just had to wallop you one. Just give you one. One for looking.
good thing John Freeman got in the way a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, if he
Aggro
was-
the other one. See if
fuck
you
the
can get them
cops.
to hit each other.
Yeah.
Have them meet in the middle to hit each other.
All right. Well, is there anything else that we want to look at real quick before we go? I mean, obviously, we can always check it out some more.
Yeah. I'll have to ship this back to Bacalar.
Yeah.
Stop
This
it.
seems neat.
It does.
Yeah.
How do you feel after holding it for a couple hours? Heavy?
Yeah, my
Are you
left
still like,
arm.
okay, this thing's too heavy?
I'm trying to think if I'd be like in bed laying back with like this over my
Drop
face.
that
and
thing on your
stuff.
face, fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to happen.
Break
I can't
your
wait.
nose.
Can't wait for people to get like face bruises because of it, and it's like, oh, drop the Steam Deck as per usual.
Yeah. I was trying to one-hand it for some things I was doing, and
but yeah, this has been the Steam Deck.
Cool.
It's neat. It is neat.
yeah, that's
Let's do this because my other camera's still dead. Oops.
right.
No, not that.
no, that's
I want to do. Oh no, we had it.
okay. Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's
Oh.
now
Go
we're up
back.
here. Okay, hi.
Stop.
Well,
All right. Well, let's just let this. play.
ta-da.
And then
Feels like the gyro all over again.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah. And for folks that missed the size comparison at the tippy top, here's the Steam Deck, with the Game Boy Advance, a Vita, and then a Game Gear, all together. Ta-da! Ta-da!
The good news
Oh,
is the
shit.
Steam Deck can probably play most of those games quite well. Maybe not Vita yet, but that's more of a time thing than a power thing, I bet.
Yeah, more than anything.
It's huge. When I get mine, I'm pulling my Atari Lynx out of the garage because I think that thing's that looks about as wide as the Lynx one. I guess I could just go look at numbers and determine that, but dang,
For more scale
thing-
comparisons, here's a PS5 controller, and
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
that thing's friggin' huge. I mean, they all come with a carrying case, so at least there's that.
Yes.
Like they know, hey, you're gonna want to zip this thing up and throw it in a bag. You're not putting it in your damn pocket.
Oh,
unless
how
you're
nice is
wearing
the carrying
Jinkos.
case?
This is actually really nice.
Yeah, it's well put
let's-
together.
I don't want to show people too much of the monstrosity that is my desk.
You get your Jinkos, put that in one pocket, a 40 in the other.
Let's put this to sleep.
I like that it's like form fitted in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're nice.
look at that.
It's a good case.
Oh, bling blow. And then zip that bad boy up.
Nice.
How's
Send it
like
right back to
these-
Bacalar.
What is this? Like, what? Supposed to put this on my arm? Like,
Oh yeah, for when you're jogging.
That's a Pip Boy
heart rate
for when you're. That's so you can thread it through your belt like a cool fanny pack.
oh, you right? Hell yeah! I think I was talking about that recently too. They listened. Here we go.
All right, Jan, we're gonna have to do a photo shoot when we're both in the office at some point.
Yeah. Well,
I got the ghillie suit that Brad left there, and I'm gonna wear this on top of that. And we'll do some more Instagram photo.
Tactical.
Yeah.
trying to find other quick things to compare it with size wise. Let's see.
Well, you shut off the switch earlier, so
Yeah.
Here's an SSD in comparison. This thing is
Okay.
fucking giant. Yes.
I mean, I knew this shit was going to be big, but it's, I guess, like, now that it's a reality, seeing it outside of, like, Valve settings and seeing it just there hulking over your keyboard is really kind
Yeah,
of sending
right?
a message of, like, yo, the thing's
That's
big.
that's big.
Like, yeah, it's portable, but, like,
Do you have a banana for
Here's
scale
a
anywhere?
roll of
Right.
film. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Here's a mini DV tape, as everyone has next to their desk.
Oh,
course,
those
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
I literally have a
Nostalgic.
box with, like, 8 mini DV tapes, right? Not arm's reach, but, like, right there.
Here's a Burt's Bees chapstick for folks.
Oh, it is big.
Yeah.
It is
A box
big.
of matches.
Sorry.
Watch out for the Mothman.
A big box of matches.
That
though.
reference wasn't.
What do you have a big box of? I don't want to know.
Candles.
For fires.
Ugh.
Oh, hold on, real quick. Here's a. No, there's nothing in that.
Got a
I'm
box of
anti-candle.
Cheez-Its nearby.
Here is a cassette tape. In comparison.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's big.
It's big.
It's massive.
And it's and people are going to be able to start getting them here in the next few days. That first wave will be going out. I'm just checking, refreshing the page. Nope, still says expected order availability Q2. So
Damn it.
well, I guess you could place a reservation today and get it sometime after Q2 is what they're saying. So at least I'm in that window, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I want one of these things.
I'm not 10.5 shoe
Oh, okay.
in comparison. I don't know if
This
Backler
will
Same
will.
section.
invariably be
Jan.
more useful than my foot pedal in terms of like things I'm buying that I'm not 100% sure what I'll do with it. This I at least already have some pretty good ideas.
Gonna hope that resting this near my keyboard doesn't press any keys that are bad. Let's go here. Okay.
Yeah.
Here is a 1 gallon Yeti water bottle.
Oh god, I'm so scared the water's gonna get anywhere.
Speaking of water bottles,
Yes.
Wow.
Here's that. Look at that. It's still big.
Lord.
It's like a gallon of water in handheld form.
It's so
Wow.
heavy.
All right.
what I love about the office is that some people have those things and they fill them up at the water cooler, and it takes forever to do while I'm standing there waiting for my water. That's what I like. That's what I love about it.
That's really considerate of them
That's my story.
to see that you're right there and doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would generally let them go first if someone was behind me with a regular cup or whatever.
Not this
Yeah.
dude.
That's because you're a nice person, Jan.
You know, it's been a couple of years. No one has any social graces anymore.
Yeah,
It's going to take a while for any of that to kick back in.
Let me
Everyone
tell-
for themselves.
Let me tell you, I watched a movie last night, and then this high school kid walks in as the credits are rolling, comes to me and goes, "Hey, mister, is this movie done?" I'm looking at him. It's like, dude, like the credits are going. Yeah, it's done.
It could be the opening credits. You never know.
I don't know about a vertical strip.
Closing credits have a look to them, I'd say.
Yeah.
Here's
A
a
classic look
compared
to
to a
them.
CD of a rap song I
Veggie.
made in high school.
Okay. Now you should rip that and put it onto the Steam Deck so you can listen to
Yeah.
it out of those speakers.
Lovely.
And
CD
is it about the
player.
VeggieTales?
No, it's it was for a health class, and my friend and I made a song
Okay,
about vegetables.
No, I wrote a song about biology at one point.
It's
Set to Digital Underground's Packet Man.
it's probably a much better song because I think I did it to Crank That by Soulja Boy.
Yeah. By default, probably has
Oh,
to be.
please post this somewhere. This sounds great.
And I think that's all. I don't know. Here's an Elgato HD 60 thing, and it's so big.
All right.
Big.
It's big. It runs games. It's the Steam Deck, and I think that's going to do it for us here in Steam Deck land. I want to see. I want to get deep with that thing, do all the weird shit, but yeah, we'll find out how that goes some other time.
Yeah, that's me. That might since my
Oh.
other camera's
Okay, yeah.
broken.
Since your camera broke, yeah. Let's. Okay. Well, if you're watching live, in an hour or so, Unprofessional Fridays will commence. So come on back. We'll do some different video games on different platforms, perhaps. Yo.
Yo.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for hanging out and watching. This may be I already kind of wanted a Steam Deck, and now it's like I'm fucking need one. Now I'm like, nah, yeah, I gotta get one of these giant fucking hulking slabs of stupid video game.
Please, have one of your children hold it, and I need a report
Compare it
of
with the-
how do
yeah.
do they
will
find it
drop
heavy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Compare it to the
she's
size
pretty
of a
strong.
child.
She's weird strong sometimes with stuff. So maybe she'll.
Want to say hi?
So maybe I don't know. She
meant-
keeps trying to grab my Switch and run away with it, which is bad. But
I meant for this hand to have motion lines, like I'm waving goodbye, but now it just kind of looks like it's, yeah.
Yeah. Or that you're holding spaghetti.
Bye, everyone.